Alright, Shalom Akyam.
Shalom.
Alright, it's GMS Dallas, back with another lesson. First off, giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honor to the apostle and elder great millstone who rule well. Blessing to the elect, and shalom to all you Akyam toiling and just the right way and sincerity and truth. Alright, so we're just going to get right into it. We're just going to kind of go into today our little lesson, just, about having that fear of the Most High, man.
Come on.
Okay, fearing the Most High, and that's how we have to operate in this thing and have to carry ourselves. And you have to remember day by day that who's the power, man, and who's controlling everything. And you always got to have that fear. And so sometimes you might get lackadaisical, or you might just not be moving in the right spirit to where you don't fear the Heavenly Father. It happens to us all. But we come to the time of the end. The Most High has shown his prophecies to reign true.
That's right.
He's bringing destruction upon these people, man.
That's right. Every day.
He started to judge, man. And so now, real quick, can somebody grab Zephaniah 3 and 5?
Come on.
Okay, the Most High is judging, man. Like never before. He's coming back to his old ways. He's going back to where they remember him as Al-Shadia. Yeah, the Old Testament destruction when he was named Al-Shadia, which we're gonna go into that as well. Terrible demon-like power. So the Most High is making moves now, man. And so it's just an exhortation for brothers and for myself as well that we gotta continue. We gotta go hard. That's been the spirit this whole year, because the Most High can really do some damage to you, man.
That's right.
He's the creator of all things. So he wrote in the scriptures all these blessings that he can give, and everything in the scripture say, I have not seen nor have you heard what the Most High has in store for them that love him, but he's perfect balance. So there's a bad side to that as well. So as much as his pleasure goes out, his displeasure he can pour out just as equal, So we're gonna get that real quick.
You say Zephaniah 3 and 8, correct?
3 and 5.
Slacky, brother. Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity.
Right. The Most High is not gonna do iniquity, man. Everything that he does is all just and true. Okay, go ahead.
Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light.
Every morning he brings his judgment to light. And we see that now, where they had the shooting in Dallas, and that sparked just a lot of cops is getting shot in different areas of the United States.
Last week.
Yep. So whether it be whether it be a setup or a false flag attack, or whether it's real, the Most High still is at the forefront of all that. He's controlling all that, man. He's bringing that judgment, because those people, I guarantee you, the situation might have been fake, but those people, deaths were real, man. They got sacrificed and they got taken out, but it was all according to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
But the unjust knoweth no shame. I will cut off the nations, their towers are desolate.
Okay, so that's it. Read that last part again, the unjust.
Come. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light, and he faileth not.
He faileth not, man. The Most High he faileth not. That's Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall his word be to go forth out of his mouth. It's not going to return to him void. He said he's going to start killing a lot of people. He has a lot of killing to do, and he's making good on his promise. So we know that he's going to make good on his promise as far as delivering the elect out of this hellhole. Which that's what it's all about, man. Fighting, fearing the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to get saved out of this turmoil, man. This major ass whooping is coming to America.
Yo.
Go ahead.
But the unjust knoweth no shame.
Like the unjust, all these people walk around here, these peons, these 2/3, these other nations, they don't know no shame, man.
Put two and two together.
They not putting two and two together like the brother just said. They're not considering their ways. They're not considering that all these people are dying because they're doing the same acts that other people are receiving judgment for. You gotta consider, maybe you should stop that, but they're not gonna consider that. Cops are being put to death for unjustly killing Jake. People getting killed for committing adultery, stealing.
Yeah.
But everyone else out there that's committing adultery, stealing, doing all these things, they're not considering that.
Yep.
They're still going on about their day.
Yep.
And so we can't act like that.
Right.
We have to have shame, and we have to have fear, man, and carry ourselves as such. So that's on that. Can you give me Hebrews?
This is Hebrews 10 and 28. It says, he that despised Moses' law died without mercy.
Right, go ahead.
Under 2 or 3 witnesses.
Right, so that's what happens according to the law. If you do a sin punishable by death, if they try you, you get brought before the elders. They flesh out the matter, okay, on the witnesses, and then if it's a valid case, then you get put to death, man. That was according to the law. Go ahead.
Of how much sorer punishment suppose ye shall he be thought worthy, who had trodden underfoot the Son of the Most High, and had counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified.
Right. So, how much more sort of a punishment you gonna get if you shitting on the sacrifice that Yahushua did, man?
Yep.
To bring back the nation, bring back the elect, man. The whole nation as a whole at the end of the day, but the elect on this side, to adopt them back to the Heavenly Father, man. So if you die just by the law under Moses, how much worse is your punishment going to be, and what type of destruction you're going to receive if you not taking heed and not cherishing the blessing that the Most High gave you as far as waking up to this truth, okay, understanding what's going on, to bring you out this wicked world, and then for you to just shit on that and take it lightly, man, you're going to have a great punishment for that. Go ahead.
And have done despite unto the Spirit of grace. It says, for we know, this is verse 30, it says, for we know him that has said, vengeance belongeth unto me, and I will recompense, saith the Lord.
Right, and the Most High's vengeance belong unto him ultimately, and he's going to recompense. And he uses a lot of ways for that, man. Okay, whatever your vice is, if you can't get over your demon, if you enter your family, all right, the Most High could kill your family in a terrible way, man. He can pay you back that way. All right, if you are worshiping money, he can repay you back that way. You know, he can take those things that you cherish away, man, right in front of your eyes. You know, so that's why we have to cut all ties to the world, so the Most High doesn't have to destroy that in front of you. He'll increase that because you chose to fear him and do the work first. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and again, the Lord shall judge his people.
And the Most High is going to judge his people, man. He's going to start at the house of Israel.
Exactly, that's right.
Okay, so that's why he's going to start with us. He's going to look to the men that are preaching. And that's in Zephaniah the 1st chapter. He's going to search Jerusalem with candles, man. See which men are set upon their leads, on their watch, who's not watching. Okay, so we have to continue to make sure that we got to fight the demons and stay in the spirit as much as possible, man, to do this work, because it's right around the corner, man. Mm-hmm. Like the chip is here. It ain't. We've been saying it's coming. The chip is here. All right. They're starting to sell them false flag sects. They're doing a roundabout way of starting to address the Israelites now. So we're coming to that time, man. Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Right. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The living power. Why? Because he created everything. All right. The most I can do. You can see these people walking around here bugged out. People into homosexuality, bestiality.
Madness.
Our people are just out here looking bad, man, and all type of madness. Why? Because the Most High took the spirit and the covering away from them, so he left them to their own devices, man. Mm-hmm. The Most High can have any one of us out there like that. The Most High can turn you into a homo, turn you into a cracker-loving coon all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Jesus freak.
Yeah, Jesus freak, all that, man.
Playing around with that world.
Yep. So you keep playing, messing around with a snake, you gonna get bit, man, eventually. You know, you can't just be out there like that, you know. We not the time for it right now. Yeah, the precept?
Kind of just going into what you're saying about basically forsaking the world, man. You know, out of the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is St. Matthew 10 and 39. It says, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it.
Right. So if you into your life, man, if that's what you hold near and dear, you're gonna lose that. You're gonna lose your life. You into that status of being up in the world, being a man, having material things on this side, you're gonna lose. Okay? And if you lose your life for the word's sake, then that's when you're gonna find it, man. Because you're seeking things above. You're not seeking things below that are corrupt and that thieves can take, people can taint. You know, the spirit and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, no man can take it from you, man. The Most High gives it, and the Most High takes it away. But no man on this earth can take that away. So that's what you're supposed to be searching for.
I have that in this Zephaniah. You have referenced it, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. This is Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their lees.
Right. He's gonna search Jerusalem with candles, man. Jerusalem is a people for us, a place. So he's gonna go and he's gonna go through and search all the men. And when you got a candle, I mean, you got to kind of get up on something when you're searching it, because the light doesn't shine that bright. You know what I'm saying? So if you get close up on it, that means the Most High is watching every little thing, man. He's really looking.
And if I may, Akya. That word leads, if you look it up, means shamar. And that word shamar basically means watch. So the Most High is going to search Jerusalem with the candles of all the men that are basically set on their watch. Settle on their watch, man. And that goes in perfectly with Ezekiel. I forget which chapter it is. I want to say the 3rd chapter, when it's saying that all those watchmen, basically Lucifer, all those watchmen that are not doing their job by warning people, the Most High going to destroy them, man.
Oh, it's 33.
It's 33, and
It's also in chapter 3 as well. 3 and also 33. Come on. That's right, man. So he's going to be putting the spotlight on men that are calling themselves doing the work. Okay, you're going to see what you're really about, man. And Most High is going to, everything, the scriptures say that everything is going to be manifest. Okay, there's nothing that shall be hid. You can read about that in Matthew.
Yep.
You know, so the Most High is going to really start putting the spotlight on brothers, man.
kind.
All right, so we have to walk with that fear, man. They just like, cause going to the forefathers, how Jacob had that fear, man. Okay, would you know that?
A little more, Jason. They that say in their heart, Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. Therefore, their good shall become a booty,
Right.
and their house is a desolation.
Right, and so you're saying that the Most High is not going to do good and bad. Now, you might not be physically saying that come out your mouth, but your actions can show that. You go around just carrying yourself in your way like the Most High won't jack you up, man. Like the Most High won't make a move. That's how you saying that, man. And it said that your booty is going to be spoiled. And read that one more time.
Kind. And their house is a desolation.
Your house is desolation, man. You're going to be destroyed because your spiritual house, which is you, and everything that you have built at your own, is going to be a desolation, man. Go ahead.
Kind. Let me get. And their house is a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them.
You'll be a house that's not inhabited. And what we're doing right now, we're building the Lord's spiritual house. So the Most High can just use you for a time just to bring in someone else and then cast you away. You know, you can just be a vessel for a real man of the Lord. You know, so you don't want to be that lot. You know, but there might be some guys that fall into that lot. You know, because scriptures say people are gonna fall out, and their guys have been falling out, and their guys have been doing mighty works, and people was watching them coming in, and now look at them. Okay, they built a house, but they didn't have it. The spirit kicked them out.
Yep.
You know, go ahead.
And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof.
You're gonna do the work, but you're not gonna drink the benefits of walking into the kingdom, man. If you bullshit with not having fear. Go ahead.
The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near, and hasteth greatly.
The great day of the Lord is here, man, and it is here. Okay, and see how I just led off into that, man? So he said, man, you're going to watch people who are doing their thing because why? It leads into the day of the Lord is here. Okay, so it's time to hunker down and just really continue to push his word to the best of our ability, man. We ain't got nothing left. The Most High is sucking all the spirit out this place.
Everything.
Shit, it ain't nothing else to do.
Yep.
Especially if you're a spiritual man, shit, ain't shit to do here. You may go out to eat or go have a drink or something, but other than that, see, you might as well we got to toil this work, man, because there's nothing left here for us. Right? Is that on that?
We can keep going, but I don't want to digress too much. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Give me another Genesis.
I had Genesis right here.
Genesis.
Genesis 28 and is it?
Sorry, 15.
15? This is 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe.
You were Deuteronomy, not Genesis.
Oh, Slacky, I apologize. I thought it was in Slacky. This is Genesis 28 and 15. And behold, I am with thee.
Now, this is a vision that Jacob had while he was asleep. Go ahead.
And will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again into this house. For I will not leave thee until I have done that which I have spoken to thee of. And Jacob awakened out of his sleep, and he said, surely Yahweh is in this place, and I knew it not.
Right, so he woke up after he said, man, the Most High is dealing with this place, man. This is a real spiritual area right here. Go ahead.
And he was afraid and said, how dreadful is this place? This is none other but the house of the Most High.
Right. So he said, man, he said he was afraid. And he said, how dreadful is this place? And it's a house of the Most High. So if it's a house of the Most High, you would think that he'd be happy, right? But that shows you the fear that they had back in the ancient world, man. When the Most High was really jacking up nations, okay, they had an actual fear. That's why he was called Al-Shaddai, which you won't get into. And that's what we have to do. We have to have that fear, man. Okay, because Jacob was, it's just said, man, Jacob was terrified, man. And when you think that word dreadful, you would think of something, normally if you're not really studying the words like that, you would think it's like something that's hideous or unbecoming or just like ugly or something like that.
Yeah, it's something that you just despise.
Yeah, it's despised and it's undesirable, you know. But when you look that word up, and dreadful, it's actually you're right. You gonna read that for me,
Come on, brother. I'll read this for you. Now this is according to Blue Letter Lexington Strong Concordance. This Yorah, and it means to fear, revere, be afraid, to fear, be afraid, to stand in awe of, be awed,
to reverence, to be in awe of, man. You know, something that you in awe of, it's just so magnificent. You in awe of it, man. Also, you reverence it, man. And it means to just fear and have a fear of reverence. Like, that's my name, Yahweh Allah. You know, so that's a good fear to have. But he was afraid nonetheless, man, because he understood what the Most High could do. Okay, they seen it firsthand a lot of times through the word. The Most High was jacking nations up, man, jacking people up, man. We didn't get a chance to see it on level because we were completely separated from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua when we had that falling away. But they knew they were Israelites, man. They seen mighty things. So people had that actual fear back then. That's why the Most High was called what he was called. Okay, you hear more on that?
To inspire reverence of godly fear or awe, to make afraid, terrify.
You know, so he was afraid, man. Why? Because of the power that he knew that was dealing with him, man. And that's how we have to operate, man. Understand that the Most High will make a move on you, man.
The Most High is playing chess with your life, man. He can have you on top at one beginning point in your life, and then seconds later, man, you'll be at the bottom.
That's right.
You know, and we've seen that numerous times dealing with people that's been in this truth, and also in daily lives, man. Now more than ever, you know. See, I was talking to this one Jake that working my job. You know, we were about to go do some marketing, and she got a phone call basically saying that her stepbrother was thrown out of a car window, and looked like he ain't gonna make it. He in a coma that quick.
See how quick that can happen?
Chilling. We was chilling, man.
Chilling, cracking a couple jokes, talking about random stuff, and all of a sudden the phone call changes the whole day. You know what I'm saying? The Most High can do that, man.
That's right.
You know, the Most High can change, can flip the switch on you and make a move and send an angel out in a blink of an eye, man, not even expecting it. And catch you at one of your proudest moments when you're not paying attention, catch you off guard like a thief in the night. So that's why we gotta steady tread softly day by day and walk circumspectly, man. So was that it on the 17th verse?
That was pretty much the point. I mean, there's a little bit more to it, but
That's on verse 17.
yeah.
Okay, Tom, go ahead.
Okay. And he was afraid and said, how dreadful is this place? This is none other than the house of the Most High, and this is the gate of heaven. And Jacob rose up early in the morning and took the stone that he had put for his pillows and set it up for a pillar and poured oil upon the top of it. And he called the name of that place Bethel.
Right.
But keep going.
Oh no, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, so he had great reverence for that place, man. It was a holy place, but it was also a fearful place. Why? Because there was a real power there. He actually was dealing with the power of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man, who created everything. Not just some false idol that people pray to, but that's wood and stone, man. You know, the actual Heavenly Father, man, Yahweh was manifesting to him. Okay? So give me that, and let's scratch out of Exodus. Give me Proverbs 11:1. brother.
Right there.
Sirach 16 and 11.
Okay.
This is the book of Proverbs 11 and 1. It says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord.
Right, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, man. So like we read, like even when you're reading Deuteronomy, when we all over the scriptures, it talks about the kingdom coming down, how we gonna reign, how we're gonna have everything we want. 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. We're gonna be able to put Esau in slavery. That's gonna be an honor. So we see all these good things in scriptures, but you gotta understand that the Most High is perfect balance. So there's the bad side as well, man. And sometimes even this is myself included, you forget that, and you just going on about your day. You know, but like I said, just an exhortation, man, just to keep fighting, man, because you got to really understand that the Most High will jack you up, man.
Okay.
Like I said, that's why he was called Al-Shadja, man. With that way in the scriptures, it says God Almighty, but when you look up, it's Al-Shadja. Okay? Terrible demon-like power, man, because he was destroying people. He was drowning Egyptians. You know, he made Israel famous coming out of the land of Egypt, man. And that their fame spread all over that region.
We see that happening today, but we don't really just think that we don't put 2 and 2 together. Say for instance, what's going on over there at the Middle East, man. You got tens of thousands of people that's been just killed over the years. They've been over war for over a decade. Right now, you could go in there and just Google all these dead bodies, man, that come from this war, man. And we don't think in our head, oh shoot, the Most High could do that to us. Hundreds of people in a flood in China, man, getting their ass smoked. We won't put 2 and together and say, damn, that shit could happen to us, man.
You don't think, man, you see people like there was a video I think it was on Facebook. There was a couple, they was being proud, and they was all doing selfie with the camera phone. They partying, they bouncing to the music and shit. Next scene, they was dead in the car wreck, dead in the hole. It was such a bad car wreck. The top of the car got ripped off. The front was all smashed, and they had dead head, bloody as hell.
God damn.
Just a second film early on the video, they was all in the fucking phone and shit, partying, living it up. They kicking it, turned up. They see their ass dead, gone to the spirit world. You know, and and to die is gain because you're gonna be with the Lord. But the scriptures say, man, it's a good thing for a man to see the fall of his enemies, man. I want to be able to put my hands on these devils and all these proud devils, man, that ever did anything, man, against the word. You know, putting the black woman in subjection, the rest of the Israelite women, killing off 2/3 who are holding up progress, destroying, putting these heathens into subjection, man, and having just a righteous and just existing, just being like the word Yahweh to be. We're just here, man, living our life in righteousness, man, without oppression, man. So that's a good thing to fight for. But sometimes, you know, them demons get on you, and then you just kind of get lazy and just carry about like the Most High can't do nothing to you, man. So it's time, just like I said, just time to just continue to push and grow more and more. Go back to that Proverbs, bro.
Okay. This is back in Proverbs 11 and 1. It says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
Right, but a just weight is his delight, man. So the Most High is perfect balance. All right, he's on both ends of the spectrum. Or real quick, Isaiah 45.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 45, 17.
No, 45 and 7.
Salaki. Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness.
Right, he forms light and creates darkness, man. And when the brother was talking earlier, he quoted Proverbs 16 and 4. He created all things for himself, even the wicked for day of evil.
That's right.
So that's just a smidgen of the left hand power of the Most High, man. He created Esau.
Exactly.
And the spiritual demon Satan, man. And he gave Esau the power to whoop our ass. He took the fight out of us, man, and put us under subjection under a vile, disgusting devil that he created, man. Working through a spiritual demon, the top spiritual demon on the left hand side.
That's right.
So just even knowing that, man, that should just make you even fear more, man, if you're in the spirit.
Because Esau in the Bible, he's known as the wicked. So understanding the level of power, man, that actually created a being that's considered the wicked, man, that has to be a fearful type of power, man, a dreadful power, like the brother's going into, you know.
Yep, that's right, man. 'Cause he created a maniacal, crazy son of a bitch
A
like
demon.
Esau, man. He created a physical demon on the earth, man. And his works are showing that he is crazy. And you don't want to be left in the hands of Esau, man. Like I said, you don't want to be in the hands of some jackbooted, jacked up Edomite that's crazy as hell, man, with the demonic spirit, man.
That's right.
Especially if you're into your family, you're gonna see your family get some nasty shit done in front of your eyes.
Oh my God.
You know, so that was what brothers we got cut all ties to this fucking place, man. We got completely draw ourselves out of Babylon. Alright, go ahead, bro.
It says, I make peace and create evil.
He made peace and create evil, like we just went into. Go ahead, bro.
I, the Lord, do all these things.
I Yahweh will do all these things, man. The Most High did on both sides. He created everything, man. That is a terrible power to cross, so to speak. You know, you don't want to fall on the left hand side of that, because the Most High can do anything. You know.
That's right.
All right, that should be on that, right?
Kinda.
16 and 11.
Yes, 16 and 11 to read to 13.
Sirach 11, 16 and 11. Slacking. There is one that laboreth and taketh pain and maketh haste and is so much the more slacking. Let me get you right. This is Sirach 16 and 11.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 16 and 11. Yeah, that's it.
And if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is marvelous. It is marvel for if he escape unpunished.
Right. So there's one stiff neck, a hard headed person amongst the people, especially those amongst the men of the Lord. It's a marvel if you escape unpunished, man. But that goes to anybody. If you're doing wicked, it's gonna be a marvel. That's why, because he said it that way, because you know that there is no way that you're gonna be able to escape Yahweh by Shem Yahweh, man.
That's right.
The scripture say, "He that doeth wrong, receive it for the wrong that he done," man.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I go get it.
Y'all might as well get it, because, man, really, a part of having that fear, too, is going to automatically make you have humility.
Yeah.
You're going to really have a real reverence to that power, and you're going to basically walk on eggshells in how you operate, because we always talk about, in the scriptures, rather, talks about our righteousness as a filthy rags, man, which means we ain't shit. So that should make you want to be that much more fearful of the Most High and show humility in how you operate, man.
That's right.
Knowing that someone that's all powerful, man, can just take you out. You know?
Especially with brothers dealing with the ego issues, man.
Yep.
You gotta kill that ego, man.
The Most High hates pride.
Yeah. The Most High hates that, man.
Not good for man to have it.
It's not good for you to have that pride, man.
He hates that shit. It tells you that in Proverbs, you know?
He hates that, man. So with that, man, and what are you proud for? What do you have an ego for?
Yeah.
We on the bottom here. If you can get hoes, okay. You can get women that have already had sex before.
Yeah, hoes.
You got hoes. You got hoes that don't charge. You know what I'm saying?
And our people have no fucking idea or no damn business being proud.
Yeah.
Especially we're in captivity right now, man. You don't have a damn thing to be proud of because you ain't got nothing, man.
That's right.
You know? But I'm gonna go ahead and get this. This is in Colossians 3 and 25. It says, "But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons," man.
There's no respect of person, man. The scriptures can't be broken. So the Most High said it, and Paul said it in the spirit, man. So that's what's gonna happen.
Like who the fuck are you, man? Like, cause Jacob get it in their mind, cause they may be doing certain things, or they may not necessarily be dealing with a certain struggle that another brother deal with. So they'll get on a high horse of pride, man, and thinking that the Most High is dealing with them and that the Most High won't jack them up.
That's right.
But the Most High is not a respecter of persons, man.
That's right.
That's right, man. And you see that in Jake out there that don't have mercy, man. You got a lot of Jake out there. They want to point out somebody's faults quick as hell, man. But when it comes to them, they ain't got no. You know what I'm saying? They got all types of excuses, man. But here you are, you want to point out what your brother is doing wrong. That's that pride, man. Most High kill you for that, bro.
Huh?
Jake, the thing about Jake is we find in any avenue that we can to shine, man. And so then we resort to what? Talking down on another brother. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hoes. getting money. And you lit. Go ahead, brother.
That's right, bro. Jake, you tripping, man. And that pride, man. That's when you separate from Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. Because then you're not leaning on the power at that point. You lean on your own understanding and what you got going on, what makes you feel good, and because it makes you feel good and it's working, that's what you trusting in. That's what you leaning on, man. Instead of understanding that there's a power that can take all that away, and it can kill you in one of the worst ways, or not even kill you, just humiliate you. Air out all your dirty lines on YouTube, all type of shit. How you bugged out
in front of the brothers.
Yep, in front of the brothers.
That shit's terrible, man. That's a terrible feeling that happened to you.
I got another one too.
You know. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is Sirach, chapter 15. I'll start at verse 16. It says, no, I'll start at Sirach 15 to 17. It says, before man is life and death, and whether him like it shall be given him.
So read it one more time.
Salakia. Sirach 15 and 17. Before man is life and death, and whether him like it shall be given him. Which means you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Because the Most High controls the issues of life and death, man. That's why you should fear him, because you don't have no control over it, you know?
That's right.
It says, for the wisdom of the Lord is great. And the scriptures tell you that the fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, you know? Just to back that up. And it says, for the wisdom of the Lord is great, and he is mighty in power, and beholdeth all things.
Right. He's mighty in power, and he beholdeth all things, man. He beholdeth all things because he's the creator. He formed the light and darkness, man.
What we saying that word Alexandra means?
Almighty.
Yeah.
The scripture says it's God Almighty, but when you look it up in the blue letter, it's Allah, God, and then Almighty, Shaddai. And like I said, you go to the root word Shaddai, that's where the demon-like part comes in, because it says devastation and destructive and things of that avenue, you know. And the Most High, he's Almighty. That's what makes him Almighty. I mean, I could raise you up and have you the hunk of the earth, or I could fuck you up something royal, you know.
Yeah, you could be a hunk, or you could be a punk.
Yup.
Straight up.
You know, and I do it all. Oh no, man, I control the magnitude of it too.
I got the Zach say, man, it's me, baby. You know what I'm saying?
It's me, baby.
Yeah, you got it, man.
You know.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna read 18 again, just expounding on that Alexandra, meaning almighty power. This is Sirach 15 and 18. It says, for the wisdom of the Lord is great, and he is mighty in power, and beholdeth all things, and his eyes are upon them that fear him.
His eyes are, he's dealing with the ones that have that reference, man. That's dreading, that has Yerah, that fear, that but the good fear. You know, not that scary ass type of fear, because this brother has to go into you know, there's two type of fears.
Timothy tell you that.
Yeah, in 1 Timothy.
Yep.
It's like in 2 Timothy, the first chapter.
Yeah.
You know.
1:6.
Yeah, so it says perfect love casts out fear. So there's a good love to have, which is to keep no commandments and walk with the understanding that, you know, anything I do, the Most High might not, if it's questionable, I might not do it because the Most High could kill me, man.
Exactly. I'm gonna keep going on this.
Okay.
This is Sirach 15 and 19. It says, and his eyes are upon them that fear him, and he knoweth every work of man.
He knows every work of man. That's why that scripture here, we're going to go back to in a minute. It says, it's marvel if you escape unpunished, man. It's like, what? But we know that's not going to happen because there's no respect of persons here. So Most High will kill who he has set up to get killed, man.
That's right.
If you're out there being an asshole, being a demon, not putting his work first, you know, not showing properly brotherly love, you're going to get destroyed for that, man.
That's right.
Basically not having no fear, man. You living your life without fear, basically.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I'm going to just get this last verse to prove that he ain't no respect of persons, like you just said. It says, verse 20, it says, he had commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man license to sin.
Yep. He ain't giving no man license to sin, man. He ain't command nobody to go out there and be wicked. You know? But that's what Jake and these churches do. They think they got a license to sin through grace now.
Whew, man.
You know, and they just carry themselves in no type of way and think that they just say, in the name of Jesus, everything will be squared away.
That's right, brother.
You know?
To prove that point, what you took the brother just brought out, you go to James, man, when it says, let no man say when he's tempted by God. When you're tempted, you draw away from your own lust and your own lust and entice. And that's when death comes in, man.
Yep. That's when death. Yep. You say that's when death concedes. You know,
Mhm.
it goes through a whole. It goes through a whole process of how it goes down. You know. So that on that.
That was it on that contract.
That's
Check that. This is Sirach 16, and I'm gonna start from the top, brother. And 11.
13.
And if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is marvel, for he escaped if he escaped unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him.
For mercy and wrath are with him. Who was that talking about? The Most High. Mercy and wrath are with him. He can have mercy in some situation, or he can just bring the hammer down. But it's all, like the brother went to, it's all the issues belonging to the Heavenly Father, man. It's his will and what he wants to have done. And so why would you help out the left-hand side by catering to it, you know?
Yeah, because Jake, like that scripture tell you in Isaiah 55:8, the Most High's thoughts are not our thoughts. So Jake could get prideful in a zone to where you kind of can think you could calculate the Most High. Like you kind of, and that pride makes you kind of feel like you good based on what you doing or whatever, or not doing. You know,
Yeah, man.
when you don't know how the Most High is viewing your ass, man. That's why you should fear him, because we don't know.
That's right.
That's why that's one of the main reasons why I was talking to this brother before we started, why we go out and push the word on the highways and the byways, because you got a lot of niggas that are within Israel, and chiefly among Great Millstone, who don't even know, they don't really have the gravity of understanding of why they're in the truth, man. It's really out of hope that we're gonna be saved out of all this hell that the Most High gonna bring, man. That's the bottom line, man. We fear the power and the judgment that's gonna come. That's why we getting our ass out there and pushing the word, man.
Right.
You know, because we know that we ain't got no certain seat, just a for sure seat in the chariot, so to speak, man. We don't know the Most High's thoughts.
That's right. And like the brother said, yeah, that's what happens, Jake. People walk around thinking that the Most High with them and thinking they can calculate and kind of predict what moves he gonna make. Man, hell no. You know, just because you didn't get judged for some stuff.
Ooh, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Don't mean that you completely forgive for that. You gotta give diligence to make your call and election sure, and show that charity to cover those multitude of sins.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's Isaiah. I mean, Ecclesiastes 8:11 tells you that because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, the heart of the sons of man is set them to do all evil, man.
Ooh.
So you can think you on the right path and you ain't been judged. You're not thinking you got this pride, and it's got you lifted up. Now you just on the path of just doing complete wickedness, man.
That's right. You could be doing the work supposedly and still be going off, man.
Yeah.
Got this one dude that was cast out GMS camp. I ain't gonna go in detail because it ain't really my business. You know, basically put this man's business out there in the street. Now he's still out there doing the work, being prideful with it though. But nevertheless, he's doing the work, man. You think the Most High gonna judge that man for that? We seeing him right now. You can go click on his video. He probably did one today or yesterday, and perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that the Most High ain't gonna judge, bro.
Yep. That's like Esau, man. He let Esau build up his tab. Jake, that ain't right. He let Jake build that tab too, man.
That's right, man.
Yep.
But he also commit swift justice on you. But it's up to him though. You know, so why would you want to play with that?
Exactly.
Why would you even play with that? You know what I'm saying? All right, so go back to
Country. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure.
He's mighty to forgive. Almighty, man, to forgive and to pour out displeasure. That balance. Go ahead, bro.
And his mercy is great. So is his correction also.
His mercy is great. He has great mercy. Why? Because look at the nation of Israel, man. You can tell his mercy is great. All right, we was walking around here some bugged out niggas in the world, man, into all type of stuff, thinking we the man, thinking we doing it, but looking shameful as hell, man, in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. Most of us in church thinking we righteous,
Man, tripping.
you know, tripping, man. And now, and the way a lot of brothers are acting, a lot of guys are acting, man, in the world, that's a work in itself, a miracle, man. That these people are starting to raise up, because these people were acting like the lows of the low. They were sat there and just enjoyed that squalor and that captivity that we're in right now. And so they're some of the worst people walking the face of the earth. But to see the Most High pluck men out and get them understanding to stop acting like beasts, man, That's a great act of mercy right there, because he promised Abraham that his seed was going to get the kingdom, man. So go ahead, bro.
He judgeth a man according to his works. The sinner shall not escape with his
He
spoils.
judges a man according to his works, man, which then encompasses your faith as well. What are you doing for Yahweh Bashim Shah? What kind of work are you putting out? You know, are you showing your fear? Go ahead, bro.
And the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated.
Right, so the sinners are not going to escape with their spoils, man. All right, so if no one's gonna, if you to get punished, man, you gonna get punished, man. Nobody can escape the judgment of the Heavenly Father, and the godly shall not be frustrated, man. Let's talk about the real men of the Lord. They're out here working, you know.
That's right.
And so I'm gonna get this last one. Then, if y'all have any other points or any other precepts.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Right, that was a spirit, as the brothers mentioned earlier. Like, what's the root of the matter? Or what's the end all be all of everything, man? This is it right here.
It's called right here. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
All right, so let's just sum it up, man. What are we supposed to be doing here? Go ahead.
Fear the Most High and keep His commandments."
Fear the Most High, man, and keep His commandments. That's the conclusion of the whole matter. Everything else will fall into place.
Man, and that's the spirit too. Cause remember before we started, I was making that point about like love.
Yeah.
Like fear, it lasts longer than love. So he put the order basically, because we know that love, according to the scriptures, is what? Keeping the commandments. But he said the first thing is fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
Oh man.
So he set the order of how it's supposed to go down. Mm-hmm. So the fear of the Most High, that's the first priority.
Yep.
You know, everything else falls in place. You know.
So the scripture says what? Fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you got that fear. So he's showing that you fear Him. Then your wisdom opens up, and then you just open up for more and more there. Then you just be able to keep the commandments to the best of your ability at that point.
And all at the same time, you're showing your faith.
Yep.
You know.
Your faith. Yep. Your faith's gonna come with that because because the wisdom is gonna give you understanding. You know you can't do everything perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So you just do this in hopes and have faith that the Most High dealing with you, and that you are part of that number, man.
Pray.
Yep, pray all that.
That's part of the fear too. When you pray to the Most High, like,
Yep.
man, Lord, you know, whether you did something wrong or whether you're just uncertain, or you just scared. You know, that's why we send prayers, man. That's another part of having that fear. You know.
Yep. You just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said it all comes to pray, you fast, all those things, but it comes under fear and keeping the commandments, man. I say you do that, everything else falls into place.
I'm gonna read it again.
Come on.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It says, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man."
Right, that's the whole duty, man. That's why we're here.
Yep.
You know, to follow the Most High's will and to reverence Him as He deserves to be reverenced, because He's the creator of everything, man. And that should be a booster, just like having gratitude, man, doing the work, because you actually an Israelite, not an Edomite or a damn gook. You know, we could be any one of these heathen nations, but Most High gave our spirits into His chosen people, man.
That's right.
You know, so anybody else have anything?
That's the point, brother.
Yeah, I think the point's been made. So Lord willing, the brothers was just edifying the brothers. That it was exhorting, and it keeps brothers on the path just to push and to fight, man. Because the time of Jacob trouble is here. So they're finna come after us, and we about to see some shit. You know. So with that, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule well. Blessing to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.